Hello, I'm Stephen Malitz.
All right, so let's take competitive advantage or VAP or sorry USP. Not from the marketing perspective for one on many. Let's say someone's in front of you right now. You got face to face. Let's talk about that interaction.
Okay.
Because you have a ton of those. Yes.
Yes.
They're not engaged yet. They haven't signed anything yet. We're just getting to know each other, right?
Yes.
Okay. So they're in front of you. We're in a room like this because I think you and I both met in a room like this at one point. And I don't know. He slid over Altoids to me. I don't know if that was a thing. I don't know if that was a thing or not, but I did. He did. But let's talk about that. So let's say we heard the pain, right? Okay, we got their life effect. We're done. Let's say that's established. You understand the problem, right? You know that you can help them. Yes, it's totally in your wheelhouse. You're ready to go. Where would you take it from there?
Okay. So now the person, let's say, is sitting with me face to face. They have presented their problem in an uninterrupted fashion, because if I interrupt them, I'm cutting off their emotional flow, but I also might miss a critical piece of information. And if I ask a question in the middle of that initial interview, they might forget what their train of thought was and might put us off on a tangent where they never come back to it, and they haven't been able to completely let the problem go. So they give me all of the information. I sit, I have eye contact, I wait until they're done. I ask them if they are done. Some might take notes on a computer. Some might take notes on a pad. I would throw it back to the doctor for a second, to Dr. Dan.
Yeah.
What do you think about taking a history or typing or writing notes while somebody's laying it out? Or do you want to maintain eye contact and then dictate it later after you're outside their presence?
That's a great question. The way we teach it is that it's face to face. It's like this. So you're interviewing me, okay? So face to face, and we are writing, okay? And but everything is here, and we use this almost as an excuse to break eye contact sometimes, because sometimes you have to break eye contact, almost give them a little bit of room. So to answer your question, we are here, right? But we're not focused on paper or dictation. We're just right here, so pen and paper.
Okay. And if you're taking down notes, you're taking a history, and it makes the presumption that the client has now become your patient if you're actually taking notes.
Mm-hmm. Hold on, let's stop there. It's the assumption that they're already a patient, right?
No. What I'm saying is that it presumes the close.
Exactly.
It's a presumptive close at that point if you're taking notes.
I have never said the word presumptive close to him. I don't think I've ever.
Why do you use that term?
All the time, right? All the time. Presumptive close. It's not like if we're going to work together. It's when we're going to work together. Right. And that presumption happens at this phase. Before they've signed papers, before they've given a credit card, before they've done any type of transaction to consummate that relationship. See, in front of you, you start using big words. This is what you do to me. And what happens is that's the presumption. And by the way, when you start speaking in terms of presumables, we'll get to judge and jury in a second, right? That is one of the things that actually helps the close happen much easier if you could speak that way. So go ahead. I'm sorry.
Okay. So now the prospective client, the prospective patient has spoken, has laid out the problem. They've given you everything from an emotional standpoint, from a pain standpoint, be it metaphorical or not. Now they're looking for you to be the salve for their problem. And you have two choices at this point. You could say, okay, I've heard your problem. This is what it will cost for my services. You haven't dispensed any advice. All you've done is listen. A fool would say, okay, it's $500 an hour, and I'll call you when I'll be available. That's what a fool would do. An intelligent person would, for free, provide information, provide a deliverable. And that would be having taken in all the information to be able to display in a cogent, succinct fashion in bullet point form, this is exactly what we're going to do to cure your ill. You're going to, for free, provide the solution to their problem, step by step, with what you are going to do. And you're going to deliver it with confidence. And as you do that, you can see the eyes widen. And inside, although you can not see it, they're starting to feel better already because somebody cares and somebody is ready and somebody who's competent is going to cure their problems based on this. Am I wrong?
No.
I mean, the reason why we're laughing and talking is because we've known each other, but we haven't necessarily spoken about sales and marketing together. My terms might be different. The way I feel might be different, but apparently it jives.
It's the same thing. So in our language, that would be the value stack. And it's funny because I've never actually said it this way, but it's so true. We always say, and this is something we say, is sales is part of the service, right? Okay. So even though you may be selling your services, during the process of selling, and would you say succinctly organizing a framework in terms of how you're going to be a solution to the problem, that in itself, would you say eyes get wide, they start to relax a little bit,
Right.
They take a better posture, yes?
Yes.
Because just by mere fact that you have a trained professional that has already built rapport, that already has a competitive advantage, right? That already emotionally has fit some type of want, need, or desire so far, you get that person to start saying, hey man, this is exactly what we're going to do. This is exactly what you did to me. It's like, Dan, this is what we're going to do. Boom, 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 boom. And immediately what happens is you feel like you're taken care of. That is a service. And that's exactly what he's talking about. This is exactly what happens on your value stack, folks. Again, this isn't just chiropractic. This isn't legal. This isn't consulting. Give me something else.
This isn't selling. This is solving a problem. The money we make is incidental. What we're trying to do, we're problem solvers. There's a reason why you went to medical school. There's a reason. Chiropractic school.
I'll school them later.
There's a reason why I went to law school, and that is to solve problems, and that's exactly what we're doing. It makes us feel good to solve problems. We're not doing this and calculating the money we're going to make. We're going to help somebody.
It's a side effect.
It's a side effect.
Exactly. All right, good stuff.